a little information on how I fertilize my tomatoes. What I did was, well, when I got these plants, they were big, but they weren't that big. What I did was I ripped off all the leaves. I dug a deep hole into the ground. I put a fresh fish at the bottom, and then I put mushroom compost, worm castings, and I also put crushed eggshells, and I put dolomite lime, and I put chicken manure, and I put seaweed fertilizer. So yeah, and then I just did a little mulch to keep the bugs away, and I also put a lot of bone meal. Next year, I think what I'm going to do is, I didn't put mycorrhizin, but I think I will do that next year because the roots aren't growing as strong as I would like them to grow. So next year we'll definitely throw in mycorrhizin at the beginning. I also got rock dust from Canada. It's a glacial rock dust. I put that in as well to give it more minerals. So I have a lot of varieties. I have almost 30 tomato plants, and I try to keep all the varieties different, but I've done a lot of research and I heard about the Cherokee Purple. I actually have 9 Cherokee Purple plants, and everyone else has only 1 plant of each. So I have the Cherokee Purple, I have the German Striped, and this one here is a San Marzano. Over here I have the Black Zebra. See, the stalk here is very thin. I'm doing my pruning. I also do the electric toothbrush to pollinate the flowers, but I'm a little bit worried about pollinating the flowers because it's open pollinated, and I use the same toothbrush going around each flower. So maybe if someone can leave a comment in the comments below of whether or not they would cross-pollinate. Okay, so over here it's the Aunt Ruby's German Green. So I've heard about this tomato, and people say that you have to try a green tomato. It's sweet and it's like very delicious. So one variety of that. This here is a Sun Gold. I was told that the Sun Gold is the sweetest, tastiest cherry tomato. So I have that. This one here, it's the Berkeley Tie-Dye. So some plants are bigger than others. I didn't get them all at the same time, and I just needed a Berkeley tie-dye, and I bought whatever that they had. I went through different stores. I went to Canadian Tire, I went to Home Depot, Renault Depot, and I went to farmers markets, and I went to plant nursery places. This one here is a pink brandy wine. This one over here, it's Cherokee Purples. This here is my brandy wines that I grew from seed. So basically at home, in February I started seeding. I did my own homemade grow lights, got the heat pads and everything, and then I was just too anxious to growing tomato plants that I put them outside to get some sun, and most of them, all of them, the majority of them died. I had over 140 plants, and now I gave a lot away too, but these were the only ones that survived. So next year I will not start them as early. I would start them, I think, at the end of March. This one here, it's a red brandy wine that I bought. This here, it's a Valencia tomato. It's an orange tomato, and I did my research on this, and they say that this tomato tastes like a ripe mango, so I'm very anxious to try that. This here, it's a San Marzano. It's a little bit leggy. The stem is not as strong. This here are my Cherokee Fertilize that I got yesterday. Put them into the ground. There's some salmon bones at the bottom. Over here is my favorite one right now. This is the most successful one. It's the Anna Russian, the pink ox heart. As you can see, there's already 4 tomatoes. I got this when it was medium sized. It's really deep into the ground, so this tomato here, it's doing very well, and it grows, I believe, to 3 feet. So it's maturing and blossoming right now. Very successful. So that's it, and then I just want to show you my other vegetables, which I don't really care to grow. I mean, there's mint, onions. It says that we can't surpass 25% of each vegetable, so that's why there's a limited tomatoes places, and if it was up to me, I would have only tomatoes. So I'm very happy about the progress, and I will keep you updated, and I encourage everyone to grow tomatoes, even if you have like an apartment. Like I'm living in sort of like a duplex, and I have a balcony, but yeah, I put them in containers, but I believe that, you know, having a garden here, it's going to be easier because the nutrients won't deplete like it would in a container where it would just run off everywhere. So thank you for watching, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you.